Hi, Alexandra.
Hi, Sarah. You play the younger Claire in this series. Did you get together with Catherine Hahn before filming to get a feeling for how you would move and what your mannerisms would be?
Yeah, I don't think the conversations were so precise in terms of like a physical vocabulary that we developed. I was able to come to set a few times. She was working the first week, so just to be able to see how she moved and what the relationship, I think a lot of those scenes were between Claire and Danny, so seeing that relationship. And I think so much of it that I tried to absorb was just the energy that she had. And I think I've admired her. I think she just has such beautiful, unfiltered honesty. So I think I just tried to look inward and figure out how that exists within me. Because there are differences. My body is different from hers, and um, trying to understand the emotional place that this comes from and the instincts that we could find that have that connection, as to not mimic, but to the idea that Claire can grow from the Claire that I'm exploring.
I loved the way some of the scenes would keep jumping between young Claire and 49-year-old Claire.
Mhm.
What do you think that was meant to signify to the audience?
I think that despite having time, those that person and that person that was experiencing these events within their life still exists today, and the reactions that we have, whether or not, I imagine I'm 26 years old, and I know that the reactions that I have are a result of the things that I experienced when I was younger than I am now, and that she has the impulse to throw the phone across the room like a 20-year-old wants to throw the phone across the room when you hear your dad's voice, when hears her dad's voice. So I think it's that despite time, that person still lives within you, and that doesn't change. And sometimes that can be the purest form of your expression, is something that your younger self would do. Um, so I guess that's my take on it. We'd have to ask Liz, our
I,
showrunner, more about it. But
I think that's a great answer. That's what I came up with as well. I was like, there she is, and she's really the same person that she was before.
yeah, and obviously there's a lot of you know that exists in some moments, and then the beauty of this story is the reflection that these letters offer Claire, and the time that she's been given to think about the experiences that she's been through. Um, and I think that's also why sometimes young Claire doesn't show up in those moments,
Mhm.
of 49-year-old Claire, and vice versa.
Now, tell me about the scene with the horses. Were you actually lying there while horses were wandering around you?
I had some interaction with the horses. Leche was the name of the horse in real life, and Lady is the name of the horse in our show. Um, I was able to. I had a lot of scenes where I rest my head on Lady and touch her and nuzzle her nose, and I loved it. I mean, there's so much energy in those animals. They're massive. Their skin is so tight to their body that you can see all the little micro movements. There's just, when they breathe and when they neigh, it's just it's just a force of nature. Um, and I think that's a really beautiful thing to work with. It's like in The Wizard of Oz when Toto comes on stage, you can't help but absolutely fall in love with Toto, and you can't control what Toto's going to do. So it like brings, I think, the reality to it. And yeah, I really, really loved the horse.
Me too. It was just incredible to see you all with the horses, and they have such a calming presence.
They do.
I want to thank you so much for chatting with me today about this series.
Oh, thank you, Alexandra. Thanks for chatting with me.
Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, or if you're returning but you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, tap it now, plus the notification bell in the top right-hand corner so you make sure you don't miss out on any new celebrity interviews. Also, hit the like button and tell me below in the comments, who's your favorite star? Who would you like to see me interview next? I'd love to hear from you.